So another day, another pair of air conduction earphones review. Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back in another video, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the SoundPeats GoFree2. Now, when it comes to air conduction, I don't know how many times I've laid it out before. I never really was a fan. I never really understood why anybody would even get air conduction earphones. They look gimmicky to me, and they just look all sorts of funky, especially when it comes to the designs. But these, I'd say, are my favorite that I've reviewed to date, and personally are my favorite that I've used in general. So starting off with the case. This is literally my least favorite part about these headphones. It's prone to so many fingerprints. Like I couldn't believe it, and it's not as if my fingers were damp or anything. The pet peeve I'll just have to throw out there: the case is unimaginably prone to fingerprints. So moving on beyond that, it also charges via USB-C, which is standard now. It's just something to expect moving forward. So looking at the headphones, they also kind of do have the same fabric and material as the case itself. I haven't used air conduction earphones that are as comfortable as these, and these just feel natural. It has bass enhanced technology, and for me, I kind of startled when I heard that, because whenever air conduction headphones promise bass, they usually just get a little reverberating around the ears, and it just feels weird for me personally. And these headphones are also high-res audio certified. One of my favorite features about any headphones is dual device connectability, which these headphones have, and as well as interference resistance. Also, this is typical of air conduction earphones, but the IP rating is only IPX5 water resistancy, which honestly, I don't really expect too much from air conduction earphones when it comes to the water resistancy, just because the technology hasn't improved that far yet where they're able to keep all the water out, especially the fact that these aren't like in-ear earbuds or overhead headphones where they have the technology and the capacity to try and block out as much water as possible. Now, the full battery life is 35 hours, and a single playthrough will last you about 9 hours. Again, this is dependent on the type of user that you are. If you're someone that's prudent with how you use your headphones, you can stretch this throughout the entire day and maybe throughout the next. But if you're someone that is heavy on the usage, then this would last you roughly the same amount, or even just a tad bit faster. Regardless of all this, cosmetics, how the case looks, what I hate about it, the most important thing about headphones is always going to be the audio. Now, usually some companies have like the most extravagant headlines for their headphones just to try and make sales. These, I felt as though they genuinely lived up to what they were advertising. Now, the audio, I think, sounds the best because of how the headphones are built. Kind of feels just abnormally comfortable in how they made these. So with other air conduction earphones, I've noticed that not only is it a tough time to try and keep them on, but sometimes they're wobbly or they yank side to side. And that's also another thing with air conduction headphones that I feel that they struggle with, is that given that they're not really in the ear canals, or they have to be a couple millimeters away from the ear canals, the audio quality doesn't sound as good. Now, the bass isn't anything spectacular, but the audio quality in general just more than makes up for it. Now, these for me, I'd say, are a game changer. If all open ear headphones sounded like these, fit like these, were comfortable as these, were as flexible as these, then honestly my mind would be easier to sway in terms of accepting air conduction headphones, because still to date I'm not a believer except with these. These are really good, and for me personally, I think these are currently my personal favorite. They sound good, and honestly the closest I've been to ever being convinced about air conduction headphones. But then again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm JEDIJA, and I'm out.